Well, it was a disappointing loss, but a typical Big East game on the road. We've lost to these guys by a point 2 years in a row, and it's very disappointing. But we got to get ready for the next game, and can't hang our heads about it.
Open for questions.
You guys got off to a really good start. What do you feel like started to make things difficult after the 20-10 lead?
Yeah, we gave up some threes. Look, if you analyze the game the other night against Providence, we were 11 for 26 from the line, made 3 threes, and won the game. Tonight, the disparity is 6 points versus 27 points, and we could have won the game if we would have ran the play that I wanted. So I think the team has great heart, fighting back, but we've got to listen a little bit better.
Zach.
Rick, the last play, did you think there was a foul?
It wasn't the play I wanted to run. I called a timeout the time before, and I said, we're going to get a stop, and this is what I want run, and we didn't run it. He should have taken the wide-open 3 is what he should have done, not drive into 4 people. Whether it's a foul or not is irrelevant.
What was the play you wanted to run?
I wanted the only person that was shooting the ball well was Zuby. I wanted to pass the ball, Zuby to set a screen, and go out to the 3-point line if we were down 2 and get Zuby a shot. He was wide open, and we didn't throw it to him.
How frustrating is this result for you?
Look, we're going to lose games. I mean, it goes back to it's 27-6 from the 3-point line, but we're still right there to win. And when you look at basketball, because in all my years, all 50 years, I haven't seen these type of stats, and we're still right there to win. And that, to me, speaks volumes of what this team is all about. So we could have won the game. We didn't. But we're going to lose some games this year. We keep fighting like our lives are on the line, and that's all a coach can ask for.
Rick, you a little surprised that so many people had a bad shooting night tonight?
Well, they came up, and we took last year's film, and we showed them about spacing and movement, and we kept trying to do it right away, and that plays into the hands of a team that plays drop coverage. So we had 2 days to prepare, and they had 6. We didn't move the ball well enough to create good spacing for our offense. But overall, I'm pleased with the effort, and I think we've got to just get ready for Butler coming in and not be concerned about this.
You only took 9 threes, Rick. You only made 2. Why only 9 threes?
Well, they weren't open, for one. Look, you guys, they're taking away Aaron's 3-point shot. He's not getting a good look. And we're not a 3-point shooting team. But that doesn't mean we can't win. We can win big. We can go on and have a highly successful season. It's just not a strength of the ball club. I want to see the free throws improve, certainly, but you can't try to become something you're not. Like last game, we're 8 for 12. That's fine. But you can't be a volume 3-point shooting team when you don't have 3-point shooters. So you got to be who you are and what you're all about.
How big of a deal was Kalkbrenner's impact on both ends, especially in the stretch in the second half that flipped the game?
Well, one of the things we wanted to do is go around him, not go over him. And we kept trying to show our manhood and go over him. And he doesn't foul. So, sometimes you get beat over the head because you just don't listen.
Rick, the rebounding for St. John's has been a forte this season. It seemed like they got a lot of their 3-pointers at the end of the second half as a result of them getting offensive rebound.
Yeah, well, they had 11. We had 14. They shot in the second half 50%, but 41 for the game, 34. It wasn't the defense that lost it. It was the offense that lost the game. But overall, the effort was great. We got to move away from this. The 2-day prep wasn't great for us, but we'll get ready for Butler.
Rick, you didn't really press much at all. They don't have a lot of depth. Any reason why you didn't?
We're not a real good pressing team this year. That's not our forte. We just press on free throws, and we press down the stretch to win the game. We were playing a lot of minutes there, and we're not a great shooting team. We're not a great pressing team. What we are is a very good man-to-man, a very good intensity team. So, again, we're not going to be something that we're not. and that's not what we are.
It looked like the last 3 minutes you played with urgency. Do you feel like maybe that started a little earlier, the result might be different?
No, we played with urgency. The weakness of this team is when they miss a shot, they deflate. They let it affect their play. And they're all guilty of it. Even Zuby tonight was guilty of it. When he got picked off and the guy got a dunk, he deflated. And that's the weakness. There's many weaknesses with every ball club. That's one of our weaknesses. When they miss a layup, they deflate. They miss a shot, they deflate, rather than say, just win the game. That's what a mature basketball team does, and we haven't reached that level yet.
Sim, I think the last 2 league games, I think something like 3 for 20. What are you seeing from him?
Well, he's missing a lot of layups,
Yeah.
but, I still have great confidence in him.
Rick, in terms of the sense of urgency, I mean, it seemed to be there at the very beginning of the game. When the lead slipped away at the end of the second half, did you feel like they weren't playing with urgency anymore?
No, I think they're playing with urgency. I think the other team's very difficult to guard. And no, I think they played really, really hard. They just didn't. I think this team has got to get out of the way of, if they don't make shots, it affects their mental state. And it's about 5 or 6 of them that mentally worry about the missed shot. And last year's team never worried about that. And that's why at the end of the year, I thought we were the second best team in the Big East. Got to get the team to be that way. But the effort's great. Look, you come into this building with 19,000 people and have a chance to win it. RJ should have taken the 3 if he didn't want to pass it to Zuby, not drive into 3 or 4 people.